Veteran journalist Patrick Jones, who is the managing director of this television station, is tonight absent from the anchor chair and the newsroom as he is taken in with an alignment that will require surgery in the future. Jones was hospitalized at the Lalomalus Adventist Hospital all of last week, where he received aggressive treatment for acute pancreatitis. Today, Jones told our news stream about how he ended up in the emergency room.
This all started on the night of Sunday, or make it Monday morning, the 21st, when I woke up with excruciating pain, and with the assistance of my neighbor, I was taken to the emergency room, and the doctors began to try to diagnose what was the problem. And so during the course of the early morning, still riding in pain and all of that, the doctors suggested to do some tests to try to pinpoint the cause of the pain. And so within an hour or so on that early morning, they got a diagnosis. After taking the blood test, they got a diagnosis that it had to do with the pancreas. And so that is how we finally got a finger on what the real problem was, that it was being caused by a pancreas problem. Now, it was then that they started to dim the pain, so I got medication for that. And they started a process where they were shutting down the pancreas. Now, in order to shut down the pancreas completely, that meant that nothing could be taken orally. And so they ordered an immediate effect to that on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, there was nothing being taken, no water, no food. But of course, I was being kept hydrated and given nutrients intravenously. And so that continued. And boy, I could tell you that under those powerful medication, the pain went away. At times, I could feel it coming back, and I would just buzz the nurses and tell them pain is coming back, and they would up the anti-pain medication and what have you. They kept me comfortable for those few days, and they continued to get the pancreatic enzymes to calm themselves down. At one point I was told that I don't quite recall what the doctors said the measurement units are, but normally my pancreas should be producing like about 200 lepioids or lipids or something like that. But when I went in there and after they did their test, it was over 2,000, so it was like 10 times what it should have been producing in terms of those enzymes. So in short order, they were able to get the pancreas calmed down enough that I was able to start taking stuff orally again. And so that was what brought me back from that horrible place that I had descended during the Christmas week. I was able to spend Christmas Day in the hospital, not with any pain, and was extremely thankful that the pain had gone away. And so here I am, back on the outside, and looking forward to being well again.
As we mentioned earlier, Mr. Jones will receive surgery to correct the problem that led to the emergency visit with acute pancreatitis last week. He told what the plans are for that surgery.
Part of getting back to being well again and returning to the news desk and my regular functions at the TV station will require that I undergo surgery. It is not what I consider a major surgery. It's a surgery. And that will have to be taken within 30 days, I was told. And so tentatively, I am looking at around the middle of January to undertake the surgery where the doctors will go in and remove what it is that needs to be removed in order to ensure that this problem does not keep flaring up in the future. And so that surgery will either be done here in Belize. I'm hoping that the surgery will be done at the La Loma Luz Adventist Hospital, which provided, in my estimation, pretty good care for me during my recent ailment. So I'm hoping that the operation will be done there. Of course, my family, which is bearing the brunt of all of this, will have the final say in where that surgery gets done. I know that there is a certain segment of my family that wants me to do the surgery in Guatemala. If the option was solely mine, it would be done in Belize. But that's a family thing, that's an internal thing. I won't argue that on public television. And so that surgery will be done, and I'm told that there will be some aftercare that will be needed. And I am hopeful, as a man of God, that healing will be quick, and that I will be back up and about, doing the news, getting back into my anchor's chair, and continuing to serve the Lord for many, many years to come. I want to say thanks to my friends. I know when I was in the hospital, some of my friends who came to visit, they put the word out on Facebook that I was ill and they needed some money to pay for treatment and what have you. I'm thankful to them for getting the word out and what have you. If it was left solely to me, I probably would not have said anything to anybody, because that's just the person that I am. But I'm thankful for my friends who reached out and let the community know that I am in need. And I am thankful too for those people who have really seen it and felt it and made their contributions. Thank you right now from me to you, while I have the opportunity and while I have the voice to be able to say thank you. I thank you, and I appreciate all that you're doing for me. Thank you for all your prayers. Thank you for all your well wishes. And with God's help, I will continue to serve you, the people, and I will continue to serve my country for many, many more years yet to come.
Patrick Jones continues to recuperate under medications from his doctor, and we will continue to monitor his progress during his absence from TNC. I will be doing the anchoring of the news, while Brandon Jones will take over as the head of productions.